Hey, welcome to the stream. Today, as you can see, we're only half hungry. There is no busy down there. However, I thought I'd take this opportunity while he's busy doing some board game or something with actual people to watch the Summer Games Fest. So I'm going to just live commentary over it, and let's get right into it.
And we do have one more game that's very early in development.
I think we're a little bit late into this.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games.
They've already done probably about an hour's worth of content,
In our new game,
and so far it seems like the games were
and cook up tasty dishes for local communities.
But
Fight off corpos, discover new dosa recipes,
there should be about 2 hours left,
with your strange
and
loved ones for one last meal.
hopefully
Project Dosa is
the
a
next
game
2
about
hours
life,
brings up
death,
some games that are
love,
going to be
and food for the soul.
pretty fun, especially fun to play like on stream. We'll see.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest. Those all look fantastic, and I cannot wait to play them. But all of those amazing indie games aren't the only thing coming out of Inner Sloth. Did you know that there's going to be an Among Us TV show? Sounds like you did. Yes,
Wait, there's an
going
Among
to
Us
be an
TV
Among
show?
Us TV show. Check out this sneak
Hopefully
peek.
it's not cringe. Hopefully it's I don't know. Japan has a lot of those like Wolf Among Us movies, and so maybe it's pretty good. If it's animated, that's interesting. Actually, I didn't see that coming. I just assumed it would be a whodunit live action. There are actual jobs on the ship. Pointing the finger at each other. This almost implies that the imposter is like an actual different creature instead of it being like someone
Up
among
next,
them.
we
but
have Sonic X Shadow Generations.
I don't know. That might be a show worth watching.
A definitive greatest hit collection of 3D and 2D levels from Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time for a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from a standalone campaign, as well as the official release date announcement.
Oopsie, didn't mean to pause there. New Sonic game. After, I don't know, the last one was, it was very popular, but also it was kind of a failure. For their open world, it was nowhere near Zelda, even though they should be on that same playing field. People played it and forgot about it. It's almost reminiscent of the old Game Boy games. I don't know, we'll have to see before I can judge. Well, that looks cool. Fidelity doesn't look very good. Maybe this is a mobile-only game or something? Because it really doesn't look that great. Okay, PS5 and Xbox. That's wild. That's wild that it looks that bad. And it's on PS5 and Xbox.
The Year of Shadow, right? A movie coming in December too. Exciting stuff. All right. In the upcoming online survival game Dune Awakening from Funcom, there is one small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
The only peace I find is a future that never happened.
Dune Awakening. You know, I never saw the TV show. I really should think about it.
One where
I'll let my dog out really quickly. I'll be right back.
Was never born. I created the future until it created me. But I see a narrow way, a path that might have been?
Oh, I'm still listening. I got a wireless headset.
What if my mother had obeyed her orders
Grab a snack
and given
too.
birth to a girl? Everything would change. Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives.
I'll still let them in a minute.
House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across the planet. Fremen exterminated. No Muad'Dib. No Lisan
Oh,
al-Gaib.
this looks interesting.
No Kwisatz Haderach. All of
Reminds
my
me of the
visions
Terracotta
lead
Army.
to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
You know, Dune's definitely something that I feel like came out of nowhere. Like, I'd never heard about it, and all of a sudden in a few years,
in August. Now
TV
it is time to
shows
see
or
the
movies,
announcement of
games,
another new game
it's
from
like
a
they're just
brand
trying to,
new
like,
development
create
studio.
a new brand, a new IP, a multi-platform IP. What is this, Valorant? No, this is Apex, right? Not? What am I looking at? I mean, it looks drawn well, but it reminds me of all of those, it reminds me of all of the esports titles when they make their own, like, music video. So it's a mech battling game. Is it Gundam? Did I just mishear? Battle Aces. I mean, it definitely looks like it's probably an
Tell us more
esports
about
title.
Battle Aces and show you the gameplay. Here's David Kim from Uncapped Games.
All right,
Thanks,
we got
Jeff.
the gameplay.
So Battle Aces is the RTS game for everyone. It's for players that are brand new to RTS as well as RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core
Interesting.
fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as World of Warcraft did for MMOs or Hearthstone did for card games. So Battle Aces is an action-packed army versus army game that has a
Looks
high emphasis on the strategy.
So much like
We want to bring this
StarCraft.
type of very specific RTS fun to players in two major ways.
Like even the
First,
units look really
we
similar.
want to amplify both the in and out of game strategizing through unit decks. And
Out
what
of
makes
game.
unit decks very cool is not only will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless
You know what?
possibility of strategies.
That is
Second,
probably a
we want
variant that I
to
have not
eliminate
seen in
the
an
tedious
RTS game.
clicks required to play an RTS as much as possible so that players playing this game are experiencing only the fun parts of playing an RTS game. So, if you want to learn more about Battle Aces, or if you want to sign up for our beta test that's coming up very soon, then please make sure to visit our website at playbattleaces.com. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
Actually,
you, David. That was fantastic.
no joke,
All
I think
right.
I got high hopes for Battle
Our next
Aces.
premiere unveils the exciting new destination for a game that Shadow dropped at the Game Awards last year.
If what they said
the
is true.
finals, with its unparalleled destruction
Oh, hey,
wrapped
the
in the world's
finals.
most deadly game show. Now, after dozens of updates and 2 seasons, we're unveiling where contestants will be going in the all-new season starting next week on June 13th. Sharpen your katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the finals.
If they hit that reset button, it can take us anywhere.
Rumors that the new season's gonna be Japan, so we're gonna see. I mean, I already see a temple in the background. Looks like it's Japan. It's just free, right? Anytime a game wants there to be a popular boost, they just do Japan. Look at Assassin's Creed. Bow and arrow, though? Okay. Okay. Heavy melee weapon. Extra tall turrets. Katana melee weapon. That's gonna be annoying as hell. Any new guns, though? And chain pulling in.
The finalists in Kyoto. All right. Please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
Wait, was that the whole thing for finals? That's crazy. That's so... I read how much that costed for their for advertising. It was $250,000.
Thank you.
I thought for $250K they'd get like a
You see,
5-minute demo or
now
something.
The only
Not
way
literally 30
they
seconds.
Let me come on stage to
Wow.
tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2. Many of you have been posting your
let me go let
Remedy
the dogs
game
in.
collection pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far digital only, sadly missing.
Come on.
Well, we are excited to announce physical deluxe editions
Let's go.
and physical collector's editions for Alan Wake 2
On screen.
coming this fall.
We got Delilah.
You can lock in your copy starting
My 18-year-old
tomorrow.
doggo.
Next,
She
we
acts like it
promised
for sure.
you
She is
some
old.
expansion content
Old.
for Alan Wake 2.
I know.
Right?
Hi.
I'm thrilled to introduce you all to Night Springs. It contains 3 episodes with 3 familiar fan
Alan Wake is definitely a game that
playable
we might be
characters
playing on stream.
in mysterious, terrifying,
Maybe we'll play it up
and
to
quirky
Night Springs.
what-if scenarios.
We'll just have to see.
It was a chance for us to really go out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable
Now.
in less than 24 hours.
Oh.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, with this world premiere, I invite you to step into Night Springs.
I don't really know a whole lot about Alan Wake.
Night Springs, a special place, a shifting space, existing
I know
in
that your main
countless
item is
number
a
of parallel
flashlight.
realities.
That's about all I know.
Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us. In Night Springs.
Reminds me of the Twilight Zone.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan. You're the only one who can save me. And I will come back for you, my love.
And cut. Sean, I'm really
down.
This is gonna get strange.
I was the
Wow.
only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature.
Okay, well, that's not a flashlight.
Something was different.
That's a flashlight.
I haven't
So is this like a
Well, I gotta. Wait, is that?
getting rid of the nightmare stuff? Is Alan
Who
Wake
could ever
like
truly know how
one of
deep
those horror
rabbit goes in
horror trope games / shows that are super popular all of a sudden? Like Dead by Daylight or
endless tides
what's that one show that everyone goes about with the kids?
They've come to these mythical shores, seeking mastery
Sea of Thieves.
over death itself.
What?
A cruel and beautiful paradise where primal forces clash.
Okay, that is not.
Over the island.
Where do I recognize that from?
Secrets. Where ancient mysteries awaken. Where heroes
It looks like WoW.
forged
Yeah, it's WoW.
and
I thought they were done with making new content for a while. I thought they were just...
This is Eternum.
Okay, it's not WoW. It's New World Eternum. What is New World? Isn't that the Amazon one? The Amazon WoW?
That's right. New World Eternum will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th. And now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment HSR in the chat to claim a special in-game bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards.
Okay, let's mute
and
this
speaking
for a
of
second.
Honkai Star program, a few hours ago.
Really quickly while he's getting it, I just want to put out. So I know the finals 1 minute clip was $250,000, which is a large portion of their budget. That is wild that that's how much it was, because I don't see them getting a whole lot of players from that ad. That didn't tell me as a gamer anything I would want to play. That doesn't make me want to play the game. So I think they probably dropped the ball there. They could have put that money somewhere else. It looks cool. It looks great to someone who already plays the game, but it doesn't look good as a we're trying to advertise to get more people to play the game. Honkai Star Rail. I think 3rd most popular mobile game of all time. Pretty soon, I'm going to open them up every stream by saying, yeah, this is Hungry TV brought to you by Honkai Star Rail. Drop an HKSR in the chat and get your 3 million V crystals or whatever. I don't know. But going back to the real-time strategy game, I don't know of a single real-time strategy game that has upgrades out of game, because all of them are trying to be super competitive, and it is just strategy, like beating your opponent. And so that's an interesting take on it. And then once you combine that with fixing all of the micro problems of RTSs, because when it comes to RTSs, I think the extremely high skill ceiling of micro, like inputting hundreds of inputs a minute, it's what gets a lot of people off the game. They don't want to get into a game where they know they're going to either have to spend thousands of hours to get to the point where they can do what they want to do, or just not be good enough to do what they want. I just don't think it makes sense. What am I watching? Let's go back to the stream. Yeah, but that's just my that's my 2 cents. That's my personal 2 cents. Vanquish your purity. I don't even know what I'm watching. It looks like an old Elder Scrolls Online or something. I mean,
there you have it, the unforgiving
decent.
fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure Dark and Darker
PvPvE.
is now live on both Steam and Epic Game Store today. So
it was a really fun
All right. Lots of fans are
PvPvE
joining us here in person at the YouTube
great,
Theater, and we
then
thank
they
you for
decided
that.
they were gonna
And ahead of the
remake
show,
it
4
and
lucky
change it
fans
to
were
a,
upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket upgrade. With Discover, you don't have to be a VIP to be treated like one. All right, now here's the announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess.
So weird because we're all just watching all the ads. It's essentially the Super Bowl ads, but it's just 3 hours of it, and it's only the ad part. And I'm loving it. It I crazy, or has every single game looked like it was made at least 10 years ago? If not longer. It's like, this game looks cool, but it looks like it was made 10 years ago when it comes to like fidelity and how it looks. I mean, the gameplay probably looks a little bit more recent than 10 years ago, but the look of it, I don't know. And that's also a PS5 game. Yeah, this game looks modern. It's cel shaded. I mean, it definitely looks indie, but modern. That's cool. With full campaign co-op? Oh? Is this a game? Am I putting this on the list? Okay, it's already hidden. Cool. This game looks awesome. Hyper Light Breaker. Alright, we're putting that one on the list as like we're gonna play it. That looks great. What's the music we're listening to? What? Wait, I need to see that again. Oh! Oh my god. I could barely see him. That's crazy. Oh, I've seen this map. This is just a new update. I mean, the name of this is Party Animals, right? Yeah. Game looks great, but we need 4 people.
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine people here at MCorp, so we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations and reassure you that things here at MCorp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great. The city of San Amsterdam absolutely nothing to been better. Things are going great. The city of San absolutely nothing to been better.
Alright,
Things
good.
are going How would we hear a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks because of what you're saying about what MCorp's doing to this town, all those lies. Everyone at MCorp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal. Ah! Come on, faster.
Is this a Lethal Company ad?
That's a father.
I'm trying to figure out what this is.
That's actually a home issue. We love it here
I don't know
at
what
MCorp,
is.
and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time. Fine. Nobody panic.
TheMCorpWebsite.com. Well, I mean, it has me interested. I'm writing that one down.
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest, and now let's head to Sam Amsterdam for a new look at Skate from EA.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud?
Oh, it's back.
Oh, crap. Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're gonna need a lot of help cleaning that up. That's bad.
This is a skate ad? Are you kidding me? DNF with this. Come play with us. It's in pre-alpha, they said.
Very exciting that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future.
Pre-alpha.
Our next world premiere is an indie sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide. That's right, like I'm talking about Power World. I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Game Fest. Now, here is the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
Hey, Power World? It's a cool game. What did I say earlier? You wanna bring your audience back? You wanna get people? Just freaking Japan. Just throw Japan elements in it. You'll get all the weebs flocking to your game. They released Gen 2. I think they realize probably like their last realistic opportunity to get players. Not to say that they like didn't have it. This was one of, if not the most popular game of all time on Steam. For like the first 2 weeks it came out. Now, I think the current players of Power World is like no one. Let's see. Let's look and see where Power World is at. Power World. Let's go to the community hub for it. 10,000. That is less than the finals, and yet at one point that had 3 million concurrent. That's 10,000 at 6 o'clock on a Friday. That is embarrassing. 27 June 2024. Okay.
That was high on the Steam charts. Congrats to Power World on the new update. Next up, we've got a big announcement from Valorant. Here's Andy Ho and Anar Gilfison from the Valorant dev team.
A Valorant announcement? Maybe it'll get me to play their game. Probably
Thanks, Jeff.
not.
Hey, everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
It's the Valorant
Millions
moment.
of players all over the world have earned their own Valorant moments on PC. And today, the stage is set to welcome a whole new group of players. Let's take a look.
Is this gonna be like a clip sharing thing? Are they gonna add clip sharing to the game or something?
Target down.
Man, I played a little bit of this when it first came out. Yeah, it's a good game, but I don't know. Just not my style. I like run and gun arena shooters. I don't like the kind that I prefer like Halo, COD, Finals.
Healing you. What's this? Reeling them in.
No one can hold that breath forever.
That's not how cast works in real life. But hey, why am I judging? I wonder which game has more players.
Was Valorant's core tactical gameplay.
Or Honkai Star Rail.
Everything you just saw was captured
Probably
on console
close.
and with a controller. Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S this year. Our limited beta starts June 14th, and you can sign up right now at beta.playvalorant.com.
Oh.
We are so
Okay,
excited
that is a
for your
pretty.
input
That's a
to
pretty
make
huge
sure
announcement.
that Valorant plays great on console.
I thought
And we
because of
hope to
how
see you
popular the
soon
game
in
was, it
limited
was going to
beta.
be like.
But before we
Look,
go,
we added this
here's
small
the head of Valorant
feature,
Studio,
and
Anna
look at our new
Gunn.
battle pass.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. One of my favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community build the game and the sport right along with us. For the last 4 years, we have been on the most amazing journey, bringing Valorant to players all around the world, most recently to China, where I'm currently at Valorant Masters, one of our largest global tournaments and community celebrations. Seeing the community evolve as new players and expression to Valorant has been the biggest joy of the ride so far. And now we are ready and so excited
Thought
to
maybe I
welcome
was
a whole new
watching
group of
something or whatever.
players onto new platforms. We hope you'll join us, and we can't wait to see where you take us next.
Remember when I was talking earlier about the esports games having like a music video? I mean, they're great. Not gonna lie, they're so good, but earlier the one game had that feel.
So we just friends. I take no offense. Wanna know it's nice. I can't lie, that kinda depends. And if you
I also really do like how much some of these companies are pushing the envelope for what is acceptable when it comes to esports. Because some of the stuff they do is just absolutely wild. Selling out 60,000 seat stadiums. It's awesome. Remember when I was growing up, I just watched like Halo 3 tournaments on like SGTV, which is like not even part of the primary TV channels, and we just happened to get it for free. But like then one month we lost it, and then it came back, and it was just like randomly come and go. And even then, it was mostly just like game news, kind of like this event. But every once in a while there would be like a tournament, and I thought it was just the coolest thing ever. Now
exciting
you can
to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks to the team at Riot for sharing that with us here at SGF.
It's really grown.
Our next
Gaming in
announcement is a
general.
big deal from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals with Summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass now for $0 delivery
I
fees
think
and get 50% off
the
your next
evolution of
DoorDash
esports
order.
has been awesome.
Now here in the audience, we've got a guy who is normally co-streaming our shows, Yang Ya, who is also an amazing voice actor, who's been in countless games such as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week, Yang is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character, Lance Slashblade. And we've got your exclusive first look. Check this out.
Welcome to your eternal fate.
Lance Slashblade? But he's a video game character. Why is he here?
Yeah, I always thought Riley had a secret crush on him.
I never saw the appeal.
I long to be a hero, but darkness haunts my past.
I'm in 100%.
We were all banished here, deemed unfit, worthless.
Don't you dare say that! You do not deserve to be thrown away!
1 second, Lance. Don't you remember his power move? I'm coming for you, Riley!
Oh, yeah? What's this? Come on! No one is totally worthless.
But I am a warrior cursed with a feeble attack.
Then you must make your curse your gift.
Shield yourself, my friends, for I shall set you all free!
The #1 gaming monitor brand in the US, Samsung, just released new 2024 monitors for gaming, work, and entertainment. Scan the QR code now to get up to $300 Samsung credit when you purchase through June 17th, plus a chance to win $5,000 Samsung credit for US residents.
Summer Game Fest 2024! Look at all of you cooped up watching video game announcements. And yes, Chicken does look a lot like Ken Jeong, and today, Chicken is excited to share a new game that Chicken and Chicken's buddies are in called Squad Busters. You fight monsters, collect lots of shiny things, and Chicken has a big role. That's all that matters. And here is our big ad.
Can't believe I left my phone out in the other room.
I mean, cock-a-doodle-doo!
Oh.
What's going on?
Supercell ad.
Who are you?
Look at your phone. I'm the chicken.
We're here to make your
I'm
life more
the
fun.
chicken.
And I drink right out of the carton.
Well, I don't think you know the definition of fun.
Come on, get up. I am butt naked from the waist down, so...
Get out of the f***ing bed, dude.
Get out of the bed.
Tell me about yourself. I think I'm an excellent candidate for the job because...
Your swordplay, tell me about your swordplay.
He is a bridge.
He's one of the most equitable people I've ever met.
Great emotionally.
Also, I pillaged a few villages. I'm not a lawyer.
Okay,
I'm just a lumberjack.
I think you're qualified to be an accountant, so. Which is why you'll have the job.
Congratulations.
What's the parking like?
There's more where that came from.
Oh, I hope not.
Guys, maybe everything isn't a squad activity.
We're all friends here.
Yeah, just relax your bowels, your mind.
And my dogs keep needing to go outside. And I'm missing the Supercell ad, which I don't care at all about the Supercell games. But the ads are good. I gotta give them that. It would be unfair to say that the ads aren't funny for Supercell.
Pathetic.
Pasta. Jinx. 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 No, you Jinx. You supposed to be a lumberjack? Hey, you want to?
Yeah.
Want to go chop some trees, would you?
Yeah.
I'd be delighted.
No. I don't know what I'm watching. Is it a brand new game?
Where are you going?
It's a really long ad.
We ain't never leaving you. Good boy.
Here. That came from inside me.
You want me to shut the door, or?
What the fudge was that ad?
What?
Yeah. I mean, they're funny. What can I
right,
say?
Please join me in welcoming to the SGF stage Monster Hunter series producer, Mr. Ryozo Tujimoto. Ryozo-san!
はい、サンキュー J。今日はですね、モンスターハンターワイルズの、最新の映像を持ってまいりました。今回ですね、はですね、後半にですね、完全新規で、今回初お披露目の大型のモンスターも出てきてますので、そちらも注目していただけたらと思います。
Thank you, Jeff. Hello, everyone. We've prepared a very special trailer today for Summer Game Fest. I want everyone to be on the lookout for a very mysterious large monster near the end of the trailer, as it's an important monster within the game.
はい、本作ではですね、没入感とアクション、こちらの融合を目指して開発を進めております。モンスターハンターワイルズは2025年にプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ XS、そして PC で同時発売となります。
Sounds like you can play it
ま
on
た
Xbox,
今回は
Xbox
ですね
Series S,
プラットフォームの垣根を越えて一緒に遊ぶことができますので、そちらも楽しんでいただけたらと思っています。
As you'll see, we're working to deliver a gaming experience that merges immersion and action. I hope players look forward to playing with their friends across different platforms when the game launches simultaneously in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はい、最後になりますが、8月に行われるゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。またですね、ゲームズコンではですね、初のプレイヤブルのできるような形で出展も考えておりますので、そちらもぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っています。
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at Opening Night Live at Gamescom in August. And our first public hands-on playable demo of Monster Hunter Wilds will also debut at Gamescom. Thank you.
Over there!
Why are you here?
You can't do this alone!
We need to shake them off! Follow me! Yeah! Here it comes!
There's too many of them!
I mean, Monster Hunter is a cool game, for sure.
Watch out for that glove!
I personally, I don't think it's a game for me.
You got it. Be careful.
It's essentially just like Elden Ring if the bosses were significantly easier.
We can make it to the rocks, we may lose them.
That's a hot take, I know, but that's what I see.
As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Don't worry, the hunter is here. Just watch. You will see what hunting is all about.
Thank you,
Wishlist now.
Ryosa-san. We will see you at
Isn't Wishlist only a
Gamescom
Steam
in
thing?
August.
You can't
Now,
wishlist
during
PS5
last year's
and Xbox
PlayStation
X,
Showcase, the
right?
game Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well,
Okay,
I'm
Phantom
honored
Blade
to share
Zero
with you
actually
the
looks
brand
really
new
good.
trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41?
The Faceless is here!
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
This game looks solid. It really does. It looks good. The combat looks good. Sounds cool. Is this a PS5 exclusive though? Guys, maybe I'm just going crazy. Like, the games look good, but I don't know why they just don't look good. If you know what I mean. I feel like every time I see video game ads, they're like...
That looks so good. Full demo that media will be
done
playing this
in
weekend, so you'll hear
8K,
much more
and
about
it's
that. And
absolutely
that's going to
perfect
do
and
it for our
beautiful,
Summer
but all
Game
of this
Fest
stuff
live
feels like
show.
it's,
Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff. I had
Maybe
such an
shot on,
amazing
like, a
time.
mid-end
Happy
computer.
Summer Game Fest, everyone.
low end.
Thanks, Joy. And we have so much more, so stay tuned because Day of the Devs is coming up live right now on the stream, featuring an hour of indie game reveals, including the next game from Cappy, and that's followed by Devolver Direct. Now keep checking summergamefest.com for other event streams this weekend, and we'll see you again live this August 20th in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Is that it?
Remember, Day of the Devs starts right now.
Oh, okay. We still got a little bit more. That was fun. I think out of everything, the game that I probably want to play the most, I mean, Hyper Light Breaker seemed really cool. It was reminiscent of like Risk of Rain 2 as far as art style goes, but then the gameplay looks solid. And then the other one I was probably looking at is, I mean, the new Skate game would be a fun game to play with other people. That is so loud. Is that loud for you guys too? Yeah, that's pretty loud. Alright, I'll let my dogs in really quick. My doggachinos. Come on in. Come on. Delilah. Yeah. Just vibing.
I have to do the whole thing from the top.
Day of the Devs. Summer Game Fest edition.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the Day of the Devs portion of the show. Day of the Devs is a non-profit organization whose team of volunteer curators scours the globe for the best in video games for you to enjoy, with a focus on indie developers who are lovely, and you'll get to meet them today as well as enjoy their games. And,
oh yay!
There's nothing else
fun.
to worry about, so just sit back and relax and enjoy Day of the Devs Summer Games Fest edition.
Okay. So it's a hardcore focus on indie devs instead of the people that can pay
We love Cappy Games at Day of
$250,000
the
for a
Devs.
30-second
They've been
ad.
making incredible games for 20 years up in Toronto. You might know them for games like Below or Super Brother Sword and Sorcery, or maybe you know their incredible puzzle games like Grindstone and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Well, if you're in the latter, we're very excited to announce their next great puzzle game.
Okay, I mean, I'm always down for a good puzzle game, though.
Hi, I'm Eileen from Cappy Games.
Capybara Games.
He's creative director.
That's fun.
We're so thrilled today to be able to give you a first look at what we've been up to at the studio since releasing Grindstone. Introducing Battle Vision Network.
Oh. Okay. Auto battler then?
EVN fuses cozy, color-matching puzzle gameplay with deep turn-based tactics to test players in fast-paced online battles.
That looks
It's a 1v1
fun, to be
puzzle
honest.
battle in the galaxy's most watched sport.
Television Network. 1v1. Auto.
Battlevision Network is a spiritual successor to one of Cappy's most beloved classic games, Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. BVN reimagines Clash of Heroes' puzzle combat design to center an element that we at Cappy felt was one of its most interesting facets, multiplayer.
Over several rounds, take turns launching attacks by creating color-matched formations with your units.
Okay.
Vertical matches create attackers. Horizontal matches create defenders.
The rapid-fire matches last a couple of minutes. BVN isn't just about dominating the matches. BVN teams spend a season vying for the title of champion, and the player community ultimately decides which team takes the crown.
Choose between multiple teams, merging with personality and characters, each with its own playstyle and home arena.
Win a match with the Ragtags team? That win shapes the stats,
So it's a
outcome, and narrative
mixture
events of the
of-
season for everyone.
Gameplay is simple enough to jump into, but as you rise in the ranks, you'll unlock new units, each with game-changing abilities, and discover endless new tactics and strategies.
It's like a
Charismatic captains
roguelite
front each team.
auto battler.
Captains run the playfield with big personalities and outsized power in the form of time-turning special abilities.
Roguelite hero auto battler.
When building the wild world of BVN, we weren't just influenced by our own game, Clash of Heroes.
Factions.
We were also inspired by the theatricality and spectacle of Eurovision.
I mean, it looks like it could be
Cappy's
fun.
art team has outdone themselves with a fantastic roster of hand-drawn and hand-animated characters, fashion-forward collectible outfits.
Battlevision Network is a live, season-based game with new twists, new characters, fresh rankings, and narrative surprises emerging every season.
Also excited to feature a phenomenal soundtrack by our frequent collaborators, the incredible Jim Guthrie and Sam Webster.
You'll be able to play BVN on mobile, PC, and console, and we'll be announcing more
Okay.
details soon.
It's a mobile game.
So thankful to David Devs for the chance to introduce Battlevision Network. I'm grateful to our awesome partners, Netflix. Wishlist the game to join the fun.
It's like a mixture between Candy Crush.
Our next
Plants
title
vs.
comes to us from
Zombies,
the Game
and,
Bakers,
like,
a
standard
small
auto
studio
battler.
in Montpellier, France, who claim to make games the same way they cook food, with a lot of love. Their next dish comes to us piping hot and fresh from the oven. It'll take us to dizzying heights which quite frankly give me the heebie-jeebies. So hold on tight, making its gameplay debut today. This is Cairn.
Oh. Interesting. Just a climbing game? Is it VR?
Hi, I'm Emric from the Game Bakers. Maybe you know us for Fury or Haven. Fury was a hack and slash and Haven an RPG, but both were games about freedom. Live free, free to love who you want. Today I'm presenting our next game, Cairn, the final part of our Freedom trilogy. In Cairn, you play an alpinist who's climbing a deadly mountain. You put your life at risk to reach a summit that nobody reached before. You are obsessed by this ascent, and you are climbing to free yourself from your own chains.
That's wild.
Cairn is what we call a survival climber. You have to climb, but also survive in the mountain. The climbing is very realistic. You can climb absolutely everywhere, as long as you manage to keep your balance and stamina. If you are careless, you fall. Falling, trying again the same route or a completely different route, trying over and over.
That's so cool.
To make it, you have to push yourself, to go beyond your limits. Each wall to climb feels like an opponent, almost like a boss fight.
Yeah.
Even though you can climb free solo, alpinism has a natural checkpoint device, pitons. But you have a limited amount, and
That would
using
be
them at the
illegal
right
in
time is
Yosemite.
key. Eventually, reaching the top of the wall is extremely
I used
satisfying.
to
It's
walk
free.
up a few mountains in Yosemite. And
Thanks for watching.
I went with a guy
And
who was
wishlist
like
the
a
game to
huge
stay tuned.
climber. And while I didn't do anything
A two-person
like
team in
that
Canada
with
has been
ropes,
developing
he
this
was
next
explaining
game
the laws,
in
and I guess
absolute
Yosemite has some
secrecy
pretty
over
restrictive
the last
laws.
3 years.
Not allowed to
And as
drill
a
into the
fellow
rocks.
Canadian,
You can
I
only
called
use the
dibs on
pegs that were
introducing
like
it. You may
from
also
50 years
recognize one
ago.
of the developers' voices from their wildly
But like, it's
popular
jail
YouTube
time if you
channel.
drill into the rocks
From
in Yosemite.
Nanopark Studios and IM8 Presents, prepare yourself for... wait for it.
Hello there, my name's Brandon.
And I'm Danny, and we are here to show you our game, Pedal Runner.
Pedal Runner is a retro-flavored slice-of-life RPG where you play as a motorcycle courier that delivers pets to people in a city called Sapphire Valley.
In Sapphire Valley, the company Hannah Pets has developed new devices called Leap Cells to power their newest generation of digital pets by using an unexpected fuel source: flowers.
Leap cells are delivered and installed by specialized by performing a sequence of quick and varied mini-games. Once that calibration is complete, the new Hannah Pet begins to farm. You play as Callie, who's a new recruit in the Pedal Runner program. So being new in town and with a bit of a shy personality, Callie does encounter a few challenges along the way. This from the difficulty of dealing with customers or talking to people in general, to their rivalry with a fellow recruit. Fortunately, Callie is joined by their pet companion, Kira.
Kira is unique in that he's an older type of Hannah Pets, which is a simpler and now obsolete handheld model. So with that outdated tech, Kira has some quirks, like his battery isn't always reliable. But he's way more outgoing than Callie, and so he's great to have around when meeting new people. He's practically indispensable.
Obviously really reminiscent of like
the Pedal Runner program will take Callie and Kira through the 4 unique districts of Sapphire Valley.
Where it looks like a slow
Along the way, mysterious occurrences will begin to surface, and we will encounter individuals who think that there may be more to uncover about the new Hannah Pets sensation.
I mean, looks like it'd probably be fun. Maybe not my cup of tea. I really do appreciate them doing the indie devs, though.
So, you know, it's got motorcycles, robots, there's flowers, there's pets. We tried to really give the story some heart to it, and we just hope you have fun playing.
And thanks for checking out Pedal Runner.
Developed in Shanghai by Polar Studio, our next game is a dystopian thriller that's as every bit Orwellian as it is Lynchian. It's a tale of temporal technologies, unimaginable body horrors, and psychedelic nightmares. This is Karma: The Dark World.
Karma: The Dark World. Jesus Christ. This is an indie game?
嗨，各位好，我是 Karma: The Dark World 的创意总监王永鹤。我们团队月壤工作室来自于中国上海，团队的目标是带给全球玩家有趣且有深度的叙事驱动类游戏。很荣幸借此机会向各位玩家展示由我们才华横溢的月壤团队所制作的第一款游戏《Karma: The Dark World》。
Okay, it's the first game ever, which means it's one of two things. It's an absolute masterpiece, BioShock or something, or they used a lot of pre-done tools, and they're just showing it off in a pre-recorded.
这是一款第一人称叙事驱动类的心理恐怖游戏，玩家将扮演利维坦思想局的任务干员丹尼尔，他的主要任务目的是潜入嫌疑人的大脑，并调查事件的真相。玩家将在两个不同的世界中进行冒险，去体验完全不同的情绪和故事。一个是在反乌托邦的现实世界，你将了解到扭曲、压抑、毫无人性的社会观。
This is your final chance. Please tell us your decision.
另一个是用记忆所构建的脑中世界，你将看见诡异恐怖的画面，但却包含了令人痛心的真相。在这个游戏中，作为探员，你需要坚守意志，效忠这座城市的掌控者利维坦公司。但直到有一天，你发现正在调查的案件发生了翻天覆地的变化，你冰冷的心从此开始逐渐融化。
What have I done?
这就是《Karma: The Dark World》，一个你从没有体验过、带有浓厚电影风格的反乌托邦游戏。如果你想要了解更多关于这个故事的最后的真相，请访问我们的网站 karmadarkworld.com， 我们会第一时间告知你试玩的 demo 相关时间。最后，请大家享受预告片。
Disney ride or something when you're in line.
Fuck! My prosthetic! This isn't real. This can't be real.
Ugh, he's got the chills.
I will echo.
I think that's
How do
probably
you
a
follow
game
up
that I'm gonna
making
play.
2 of the best indie games of all time? Make
We'll have to
50
see.
more.
We might want to look at
That's
the
what's happening
reviews.
with UFO 50. This is from the team at Mossmouth, who made Spelunky and Spelunky 2. It's as if
Ooh,
you
Spelunky
took
was a
the modern
great
design
game.
sensibilities of today and went back in time and made an entire console worth of retro games. And it's coming so soon.
Hi, I'm Derek. I'm John, and we're part of the team of indie developers working on UFO 50, a collection of 50 games.
You heard that correctly. That's 50 brand new games.
It's awesome. It doesn't mean anything. You know those emulators that have like 25,000 games on it? 90% of them are exactly what we're seeing right here. It's just like this dumb little thing. Hopefully it's fun. Spelunky was a great game.
First and foremost, these are not mini games. Some of the games are smaller, like arcade-style games. Others are quite large, with expansive worlds to explore. But every single game is a complete experience, from its opening title screen to its ending credits.
There's a story that connects all these games too. We invented a fictional company called UFO Soft that developed these games for a fictional 80s game console. This company's history spans from 1982
I should probably give them a chance.
to 1990, and the games
But this
get
sounds
more
like a lot of
technically
BS
advanced
dev
as the
talk
years
right
go
now.
on. And as you explore the timeline,
definitely
you'll
look
find
like
that some
mini
games have
games.
sequels or recurring characters.
Even if it's longer, it's a longer mini game.
We also thought about the limitations of the hardware. We devised a strict 32-color palette as well as audio restrictions to make you feel like you're in the world of UFO 50, no matter which game you're playing.
But one area where we didn't limit ourselves is in the game's designs. We were happy to build on modern game design and genres, and we strived to make sure that each game felt like a unique experience. Our goal isn't just to remind you of a bygone era, it's also to provide 50 fresh experiences.
Friggin' love golf
We like
games.
to think that UFO Soft was a company that was ahead of its time.
All of the games are unlocked from the start, so you can explore the collection in your own way. Every
It
game
looks
is
like
not
it'd
going
be
to be
fun,
everyone's
but it looks like
favorite,
mini
but figuring
games.
out which games you like is part
Looks
of
like
the fun.
opening up like an old
With
emulator.
so much
or
variety,
something.
you're sure to find something to get lost in, whether you
Yeah.
prefer fast-paced action games
Looks like it'd be a fun game,
or thinky strategy games.
but that's about it.
And we all have fond memories of going to a friend's house and browsing their game library for something to play together. So half of UFO 50's games have multiplayer, either co-op or versus.
Needless to say, UFO 50
Oh, I'm sold.
has been in
Co-op or
development for
versus?
a
Get me
long
in.
time. But today, we're very excited to finally announce a release date.
That's right, UFO 50 is coming to Steam on September 18th.
And what's the chat say about this game?
Please find our Steam page
This
and
one sucks.
wishlist the game so that you can be notified when it comes out.
It's far away. Oh, I just realized.
The developer
Show
of
went
this
from
next game
600,000
should be a
viewers to
pretty familiar face,
137.
so it should be no surprise
indie
what
games
they've
are just
cooked
a
up. But nevertheless,
to a
it's
lot of
still a
people.
world premiere. So take it
we should
away,
be caring
Spry
about
Fox.
A lot of everyone's favorite indie games were, or favorite games were originally indie games, so that's just their loss, right? Spread a little kindness every day. Okay. This looks fun and cute. I keep wanting to say everything is Stardew Valley, but like, it seems like Stardew Valley. I just want Haunted Chocolatier to come out. What can I say? Get me Haunted Chocolatier. Like, yesterday. It's the game I want. Netflix.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Ettery, the co-founder and studio manager of Spryfox.
And I'm Jamie Antonise, lead narrative designer of Cozy Grove Camp Spirit.
I don't know how
We hope you
Netflix
enjoyed
would
the
be an indie
worldwide
dev.
premiere of Cozy
I
Grove
guess
Camp Spirit.
there's...
We're really grateful to be a part of Day of the Devs.
Is it about
alongside so many
budget?
creative and inspiring developers. We started Spryfox 14 years ago with the goal of
doubt
making
it.
the world a happier place. This is the first game we're launching since we became part of Netflix. That's allowed us to focus all of our energies on making this game as delightful and meaningful as possible, and to bring it to all Netflix users without any advertisements or in-app purchases.
Yeah,
of any
we're
kind.
an
We feel
indie
really
dev.
lucky.
As you just saw,
We
Cozy
just
Grove Camp
we
Spirit
just
takes place on
you
a
know
haunted
became part of
island
this
where you'll
no-name
assist
company
an
called
unusual
Netflix
assortment of
with a
troubled but insanely cute
$400 billion
ghostly
valuation.
Each bear has a unique personality and backstory that unfolds through your interactions with them. It's a spooky but heartwarming life sim game where your small daily acts of kindness advance the story.
We want Cozy Grove Camp Spirit to be a game that you can come back to at your own pace for months, if not years to come. We want it to be a game that brings you joy
I
and
bet
relaxation.
they're
whenever
probably
you
very
need it
nice
most.
people.
And hopefully, it'll be a game with a story that sticks with you forever because the characters really make you care.
They're
Cozy
probably
Grove Camp Spirit is launching soon, so pre-register now on your mobile app store to be the first Spirit Scout on the island. We'll see you there.
Are you a dog lover? Then you'll be super into our next title. Hell, I'm more into cats, but this game is just so cute, I can't help but be into it. Enjoy this teaser from
they're probably
Studio
nice
Tolima
people,
and publisher
and they
Donut,
probably
featuring a
genuinely
puppy and
were
little
indie developers, and then they got
Hey,
picked up by Netflix.
hello
But I
everyone.
think that
My name is Ben.
that takes
I'm
you
the
out of
founder
the
and
indie
creative
developer
director at Studio Tolima.
range.
We're a small
Because you
indie
have so
studio
many
based in
more
Brussels,
advantages now.
Belgium, and we are working on our first title, Koira.
That's just my opinion.
Koira is a narrative game where you wake up in a snowy forest and encounter a small puppy who got trapped. You set him free, and together you go on a beautiful adventure and set out to reach Koira's house. This relationship is really at the heart of our game. In Koira, you go through a musical
Now you
forest
can see my
filled
extreme
with
whiteness
sounds
now
to
that I have the
discover and
key light
interact
on.
with. For example, each character and animal in the forest is voiced by a different instrument. And you can use their voice to interact with the world, to activate ancient statues,
Looks
to
fun.
speak to whimsical animals, and to earn the trust of the puppy. To progress through the story, you can also manipulate items and use your new companion's unique abilities. With these, you can solve puzzles, but you can also just play together. For example, by playing fetch, building snowmen,
Nobody's got time for
or
that.
my personal favorite, playing hide and seek. As they journey through the winter wonderland, they encounter obstacles, they share laughs, and they save other woodland creatures. But if winter is magical, it's also dangerous.
Ain't nobody
And
got
they are
time
not
for
alone
the
in this forest.
play fetch
Mysterious hunters are lurking around and
gamers.
following them. Our goal with Koira is to create a universal tale which focuses on the emotional journey. Unbelievable! We want to create a game that is as immersive and intuitive as possible. It's a game without any text nor dialogue. The whole story is brought to life through expressive hand-drawn art, frame-by-frame animation, and a beautiful original soundtrack. Let yourself be carried away by the magical and serene atmosphere of the forest. Contemplate and play at your own pace. We can't wait to share more with you.
Looks
So if
fun.
you'd like to be one of the first one to hear about what we're up to and our upcoming demo, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you.
I love a good puzzle game, especially one with a really elegant design that evolves as you play. Better yet if it's got a beautiful art style or a captivating narrative to pull you through. Well, this game has all of that. This is Arranger from indie supergroup Furniture and Mattress.
Hola, soy Nico Recabarren de Mendoza, Argentina. Hace un tiempo hice un juego de puzzles multipremiado llamado Ethereal, junto
real?
con Tommy Batista. Desde entonces hemos estado trabajando muy duro en una aventura mucho más ambiciosa, junto con nuevos amigos. David Hellman, cuyo arte expresivo seguramente recuerdes por Braid, y Nick Sander, que con su humor y creatividad probablemente te ha hecho soltar más de una risa.
The artist from
Con
Braid,
nuestra visión creativa
okay.
compartida queremos traerles algo que se sienta fresco y ligero.
Fresh
Ojalá
and
les
breezy.
guste este nuevo vistazo a Ranger, a Role Puzzling Adventure.
Role puzzling adventure. Aw, that looks fun.
In Arranger, you play as Gemma, a slightly chaotic young woman who's looking to venture out beyond the overly cozy confines of her hometown. Always been a bit of a misfit, which isn't helped by the strange way that she moves through the world. As she moves, objects on the same row or column move with her. And if she gets to the edge of the gameplay grid, she loops around to the other side. We use this core set of mechanics in a wide variety of interesting ways throughout the adventure, never hesitating on any one idea for too long, to keep things feeling breezy, playful, and respectful of your time. The entire game world exists on a sprawling, interconnected grid on which you'll find towns full of lovable weirdos to chat with and advance the story. Wilderness spaces to navigate full of optional puzzles and exciting mysteries. And dungeons teeming with monsters to puzzle
Definitely
your way
quite
past.
interesting looking game. I gotta give it that.
Or through. Told through expressive comic-style cutscenes. We follow Gemma on her journey of self-discovery. Heading out beyond the walls of her town, she soon discovers a beautiful, inspiring world. But also one ruled by fear and a strange, immovable force called the Static. Can she disrupt a culture of stagnation and find a place to fit into it? Find out in a new type of role puzzling game when Arranger launches on July 25th.
There's never been a bigger red herring than the developer name Cozy Game Pals, because their idea of cozy is a little twisted. Here's your world premiere first look at the very first release from Blumhouse Games.
Amy? Are you okay? Do you see anyone?
Nah, it's totally empty. I hope the board looks as creepy as I imagine. Let's go. With hands entwined and hearts aligned, we seek the realm of the undefined.
What was that?
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy! Oh, I've got to get out of here. Where did you go? Hello? Amy!
Just go home, Viv.
I'll save you, no matter what.
Don't worry, Viv. Everything is going to be spectacular. I'm happy here. So happy.
A few months ago, this next game appeared on the interwebs out of nowhere. It mystified us. It seems like a novelty at first, but then you realize just how profound its mechanics and rendering engine are. From Crescent Moon Games and Those Dang Games, this is Screenbound, a game.
Hey guys, it's Josh Precisely, and I'm the game director of Screenbound. Today we'll be talking with Kyle McKeever, who's the game developer. We'll be talking about the game's mechanics, how it started, and how it's going.
Hi, my name is Kyle McKeever, and I'm the developer of Screenbound. And Josh, you and I have been working together on Screenbound for a couple months now. Do you want to talk about the idea of how Screenbound came to be?
So I was watching a video of someone playing a Game Boy, and I don't know why it came to mind exactly, but just seeing the image of someone holding a device in their hand with an environment in the background and something happening on the screen made me think, how could you link this all together into a game where you're playing on the screen and you've got a 3D environment and they're both linked? It started with a little prototype of just a character holding the device, having an endless running motion and jumping at the same time as seeing it in 2D and 3D.
And then the other part of it was the controls from the prototype. They weren't set in place.
I think we were having this problem where you're exploring this world, but only facing forward, and you can move side to side, but you're only looking in front of you. So at first we're like, okay, maybe we can just do a 180 so you can at least go backwards, because we were constantly moving forward in 3D space. So we tried that. That felt a little weird. And then at that point I was like, you know what? Since most of the games out there that people are familiar with are first-person shooter games, why don't we try FPS controls? And then you implemented an FPS controller and kept the 2D essentially the same, and for some reason it just miraculously worked. So the device itself that you use in Screenbound is a quantum device. How that works in the context of the game is that the 2D world that's presented on the screen is actually projecting an environment as a 3D world, which is also how it works in the level editor, because the level editor is 2D, and once you finish your level, or you're finished working on it, it actually builds the entire 3D geometry out and creates a 3D world. Both dimensions are equally important, and you have to be paying attention to both to get anywhere in the game. Because, first of all, the enemies are in 2D. So if you're walking along in 3D and you're not looking at the screen, you're going to die probably within 5 to 10 seconds because you're going to be hit by an enemy. You're going to see some distortion effect on the screen, and that's where like the two dimensions meet, and you're going to get pushed back and you're going to lose some health from your battery bar. But immediately you're going to realize that you can't play one or the other dimension. You have to be paying attention to both.
When I'm testing and developing, if I lose track of the 2D side, I'm always running into enemies. And that's how you die. The biggest risk in 3D is literally falling. It's pretty clear cut though, because everything translates fairly one-to-one. If there's like pixelated grass in the 2D world, there's going to be grass in the 3D world. Same with trees.
Yeah, all that stuff crosses over, except some of the puzzle elements or some of the things you only see in 2D or you only see in 3D, like the fan.
Yeah, you kind of solve puzzle elements more so on the 3D side, but then you survive threats by focusing on the 2D side.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll talk soon.
Our next game takes what you might consider a dream job and adds a heap of dread. You play as a zookeeper tending to animals, except something is terribly wrong. Developed by an international team at Clapperheads, this is Zoocosis. And I promise you've never seen giraffes like this before.
You think they're cute? I don't. You've all been to the zoo, and each of you has your favorite animals. But do you know what happened here at night behind closed doors? I'm Valentin Shukin, the lead game designer of the Zoocosis game, and I invite you to become a night zookeeper.
Oh, are you finally awake? Good, get up. It's time to get to work. Hurry up. You have nothing to worry about. What was that? There's something in the works that you're not ready to know about yet.
The plot of Zoocosis was written in the best traditions of the thriller and horror genres. We aim to create a dark atmosphere resembling the works of Hans Giger, Lovecraft, and Edgar Allan Poe. We achieve this through lighting placement, color correction, textures, and environmental props.
This is our mobile veterinary station. Here you'll be mixing medications for our animals.
Are they sick?
Well, they can be. We need to closely monitor the health of the animals. We have some quite rare specimens.
the mutation, the parasite, and the infection that's happening to these animals. It's kind of like reprogramming their biology. Like a large anaconda slithering with its jaw unhinged, try to bite you. The concept of the giraffe set the basis of each animal having their own unique design in their mutation.
There also will be many endings in the game. Each of the endings depend on the choices made by the player during the game. Planning out all the endings was quite challenging. We dedicated a substantial amount of time structuring the paths and dialogues into a unified framework to ensure seamless functionality.
Every zookeeper is entitled to a service car. This one's mine. If you perform well tonight, you'll get one in the morning. Is that your wife? Should I tell her you're staying here for the night? Keep in mind, I'll lock you in until morning.
Your main goal will be to save the edibles, including infected ones that have turned into mutants. Save them and save yourself.
We really hope that you will enjoy the Zoocosis releasing this summer. Wishlist it on Steam and follow us on social media. Thank you so much for the support. See ya.
Why are you so jumpy?
And that's the game. Except not quite. Because see, in While Waiting by Optilusion Games, waiting is always an option, but not the whole story. And that's what I like about our next title. It's more than meets the eye. See what mischief you can get up to while waiting.
Hi everyone,
It's like a Stanley
I'm Dom,
Parable.
the founder of Optilusion Games. We're a game
I just realized
studio
my
based in
headset's
Irvine.
unmuted this whole
Today,
time.
I'm thrilled
I don't know how
to
long it's unmuted
introduce
for,
our
but
latest
that's pretty
game,
embarrassing.
While Waiting. While Waiting is a game about waiting for things to happen, waiting for the bus, waiting for the traffic, waiting for the line to move. Follow our main character Adam as he waits his way through the various scenarios of everyday life.
No!
Maybe you
It's the
want
bus.
to be a well-behaved kid and embody good old-fashioned patience. Or perhaps you want to get up to a little tomfoolery. Or maybe a lot of it.
No!
For people who really want to do something, you can find your own way to kill the time. We also have prepared a list of meaningless challenges to help you with it. If they're too hard, or maybe not your cup of tea, that's okay. We also have a very helpful fidget button, specially designed for you. Just press it. Explore over 100 hand-painted levels, each chock full of mini-games, fun little interactions, Easter eggs, and things you should definitely
I gotta
not
respect the,
try
like,
in your daily life.
one idea games. The idea of this game is literally,
Don't worry about Adam.
what are the
though.
places you
He's a
wait
tough
at?
little guy.
And then you're
Get
gonna
to know
wait.
his family, his friends, and his victims.
I love it. It's great.
As you follow Adam's life from birth to death with every mundane thing in between.
No!
But do remember, your goal is to wait, nothing else.
Your goal is just to wait.
Add to waitlist on Steam. I mean, wishlist.
During the selection process, this next
Looks
game
fun.
really caught my eye.
Although
It's
it doesn't,
got
and I probably
cyberpunk
won't play it.
vibes, horror vibes, ghost vibes, all the vibes. With this game, Toronto-based developer Rocket Adrift really captured something unique.
It's like Chroma. Yeah, I don't know.
Psychoma is a cyberpunk horror game. One of the concepts that we wanted to really emphasize was identity, what it means to be who you are, and how horrific it might be if that was stripped from you. The protagonist has amnesia. You don't know who you are.
The idea of losing yourself, it seems like it should be the one thing that can't be taken away from you.
We wanted to set the game into a kind of cyberpunk future. We were really interested in the paranormal concepts and the more grounded future technology. Cyberpunk has a lot of themes that fit well with the story that we wanted to tell. The idea of what makes humans human, having your environment really impact who you are and what you're dealing with, this kind of dystopian future.
Yeah,
that's kind of
I don't
horrific
know.
in itself.
These flashcard games just aren't really my style. I like to play a
In our main
little bit in
character
my game.
Hayes, we also decided to make them non-binary and biracial. Part of
now I
that
seem like
is
an
what
asshole for
like
saying
creates
that.
a rift in their ability to like connect with other people.
To be clear, I'm not playing
So
this game.
Psychroma was a great way
But it's
for
not
me
because
to
they're
explore that part
non-binary
of
and
myself,
biracial.
and like not being black enough for the black community, and obviously not white
It's just because
passing.
it's not my
And
style.
I've never really been able to explore that
God,
or
quickly,
really
I need to
talk
find
about
a
that openly
non-binary
until
biracial
now.
game.
I think.
Maybe I'll have to settle for this.
We like to write from our own perspectives, and I feel like that's really helpful for a certain kind of player that's looking for that in their narrative-driven games. It really is amazing to see people interact with the media you
think it's
made
really
and
cool,
like
though.
get it. For anyone else out there that's looking to
And
make
you know what?
impactful indie games,
If you're making a
it's
game
gonna be
as an
hard,
indie developer,
but the feeling that you
or even
get
non-indie
when
developer,
you get that game into
and you're
someone's
like,
hands, there's nothing else like
you know,
it.
making
And
sure that there's
for me,
representation is important
it's
to me.
way worth it.
Go for it. That's so awesome.
It's time to get cozy, and this game is about as cozy as it gets, because it's about houses, just not quite in the way you'd expect. By Tanant Games, this is Building Relationships.
สวัสดีครับ ชื่อธนัท บุษยางกูลครับ จากกรุงเทพมหานคร and I'm here
Is
to
this
show
one of those
you
Asian dating sims?
probably the most stupid game you'll see all day today. It's a silly adventure game where you play as a house on a date, and it's called Building Relationships. Take a look.
You know, he's saying the stupidest game we're gonna see today, but we just saw a game that is literally about waiting. I mean, this looks stupid too.
In this game, you'll find yourself as a new arrival on the island. You'll be exploring the area, moving around just like a real house. Here's a bunch of wacky structures you can meet, like Mint, who's a friendly apartment, here to help introduce you to the others. Or Millie, who's this tall windmill that might just step on you if you ask them nicely. You'll
This is
also
a whole
find
new
these
level of
chesters hiding
fetish.
around the island. They're not
the
looking
house
for a
step
date,
on me?
they're in a very complicated polycule, but they'll help you unlock new abilities like jumping and wave dashing. If you're looking for a break, there's a bunch of fishing spots around the island.
Oh, yeah.
Though the local
So how's going to
wildlife
fish?
might not be what you expected.
So, what I'm taking out of this game,
It looks like there's a few questions on stream. Let me take a look. Is this a dating sim? Not exactly. There's some dating elements, but the story all takes place in
Are they
one
trying to
day.
make me think this is
So,
life?
Think of it more like a short hike, but stupid. Are you okay? No. Is my mother proud of me? No. Can you have sex in the game? No. But there is some plans for DLC, because just like in real life, you have to pay extra for that.
So,
an unexpected adventure awaits in
it
building
looks like this
relationships.
is a
Wish this now
3D
Man, what am I
dating
doing in my
sim,
life?
quote-unquote game.
Last summer, Day of the Devs featured a
Where the
little-known
unique thing
game
is that
that
they swapped
celebrates
out
the
people for
everyday
houses
and turns it into something
and fish
therapeutic.
for cars, or
It became an
whatever else
absolute
they
hit,
swapped
and we're
out,
oh so
but
happy to world premiere
it's
their
just changing
latest
the
DLC.
assets. It doesn't make the game unique.
Hello, I'm Annie. And this is Lucas. Here we are, working hard, finding stars for A Little to the Left. It's a game where you solve puzzles
Oh,
by
I
organizing
love A
household
Little
items.
to the Left. It's so
We
cool.
think it's neat that there are different ways to arrange things. In our game, you find stars with each arrangement that you discover. And we really leaned into this idea for our new DLC, A Little to the Left, Seeing Stars.
I think that'd be a fun
Seeing
chill
Stars
stream.
is all about multiple solutions. There are 33 new levels and 5 additional bonus levels to unlock. Some levels have up to 5 different ways to solve them. In total, there are 100 stars to discover. We've introduced interactive items that fold, flap, stick, stack, smash, and bounce. We've got the classic organizational puzzles, of course, and solutions that range from easy to tricky. There's a lot to be excited about, but the best thing of all might just be more cats.
More cats.
A Little to the Left, Seeing Stars, available June 25th.
Have you ever wanted to play a game forever? In Hello Again, developed by the folks at Soup Island, you'll delve into ancient ruins, and thanks to a strange time loop affecting the island you're on, you'll have plenty of time to explore every inch.
Hello again. My name is Dwight Davis, and I'm the sole developer behind Hello Again, which is a game about being trapped in the world's coziest time loop.
I mean, it sounds a lot like Deathloop, which we played on stream. First stream ever.
In Hello Again, you play as a diligent postal worker who is assigned the task of delivering a package to a remote island. One shipwreck later, you awaken stranded on the island and trapped inside an unexplained 12-hour time loop. The 3 core pillars of Hello Again are exploration, conversation, and puzzle solving. This is a dense game with lots of strange locations and phenomena, so a lot of your experience will consist of walking around and filling your journal with observations. As you explore, you'll discover that everything runs on a clock, from the weather, to the tides, to the ancient circuits that power the ruins littered across the island. As you play, you'll also unearth a forgotten story about the people who populated this island thousands of years ago. Since the islanders have no idea that they're bound to a time loop, you can use your ever-expanding knowledge to help and/or manipulate them so you can reach your goals.
What? Why are you freaking out? Come here. Oh, now
So,
you're on my
in short, what happens when
there's
you
my
mix
other
the
dog.
gameplay and
There
mechanics
she is.
of Outer Wilds with the vibes of Animal Crossing and the
Madeline.
small town
She's,
feel of
15
Groundhog
years
Day?
old, but she is
The answer is
spry
Hello
as
Again,
always.
coming in 2025.
So our next title, Tom the Post Girl, is a narrative adventure game by Zurich-based studio Oopsie Daisies. And aptly named,
Yes,
as
there you
Tom,
go.
our main character, has plenty
Yes.
of Oopsie Daisies of her own in this game. It has a twisted sense of humor and offers choices that'll leave you wondering, should I have done that? Yeah, it's probably fine. If you're looking to connect with your inner voyeur, this is the game for you.
Hello, we're the Oopsie Daisies, a small studio from Switzerland, and we are here to present you our debut title,
You stabbed
Tom the
me with
Post
your
Girl.
nails. It's okay. I forgive you. It wasn't intentional.
Accompany Tom on her duties delivering packages to the deranged villagers. And discover
What
a
happened?
great
Were you
deal,
standing
perhaps
on my
too
mouse or
much, about the
something?
locals.
My other mouse over there?
Her approach, although controversial,
Why was I not
is
able to
highly
click
effective,
anything?
intense and obsessive stalking.
As you
Okay,
follow
I
her,
forgive you,
you'll
Madeline.
witness a wide variety of scenes, each
is
more
standing
disturbing
on my
and chaotic than the
mouse.
last one.
Oh my god. Can I see the other mouse, please? There it is. Got it. Yeah. Sometimes I'll use my computer while in bed.
But is that really gonna stop you from continuing to do so?
Quite the opposite.
Reload
We
this.
can recognize in the main protagonist, Tom. We then used her curiosity
There we go.
and exaggerated it to the max, turning her into a stalking pod girl.
We had a lot of fun creating this very strange, unique, hand-drawn environment for you to explore.
This looks
And
fun.
hope that you'll also enjoy stalking around in it.
You're playing as a stalker? Beware of stalker. Okay, this game looks really cool.
We're calling to all fans of creepy cute narrative games.
If you're curious to follow the development of Tom, make sure to stalk us on social media.
And of course, wishlist the game on Steam. Bye!
Bye. Bye.
This next game is based in Jakarta, and it's full of lots of life stuff. Happiness, sorrow, music. It's called After Love EP, and it's awesome.
Hello, my name is Sasha, and I'm the lead narrative designer of
Hello,
the upcoming
Sasha.
narrative game After Love EP. This game is about a musician in Jakarta who hears the voice of his girlfriend after her death.
Come on, Nama, get up!
It will explore the theme of love, dealing with loss and grief, and finding your true self in the bustling city of Jakarta. This game was the golden child of my best friend, the late Fahmi Hasni, who sadly passed away in March 2022.
Aww.
And I know how much he loved this project, and he would want the world to listen to this story. So we are more than honored to pick up the torch and continue his legacy. Fahmi loved Jakarta very much. I'm always the introvert side of our friendship duo, and he was always the one who took me to all the wonderful places in Jakarta I used to never know about. And most of those places made it into the game, like the places where he loved ramen, or where he would get his coffee, or like where he would meet his friends, or music. And I've enjoyed exploring those places in the game, like we used to do. We've had the pleasure of working with a wonderful shoegaze band from Jakarta, Lalfalfa. They are very brilliant. Sorry, I can't really help fangirling about them. Like, they are so good. And Lalfalfa will be making the soundtrack for After Love EP, including the music Rama plays in the rhythm game. We are also really happy to be working with our main artist, Soyatu. Soyatu has breathed life into our characters with his very distinctive art style and also his love for the underground music scene. We don't have the release date yet, but we expect it to be released around October this year. So please bear with us a little longer, and thank you so much for your support.
We all need a good mystery to unravel, and the team at European developer Caligram Studios aims to please with their upcoming game Phoenix Springs. In this neo-noir adventure, you'll search for your lost brother while navigating a captivating world with one of the most striking color palettes I've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Jigme Oiser, co-founder of Caligram Studio, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our mystery adventure game Phoenix Springs.
When I finally find him, my brother makes me promise not to go to the Oasis. So, of course, it's where I end up.
You play as Iris Dormer, a reporter whose search for a brother leads her to this beautiful yet eerie desert oasis named Phoenix Springs.
It is a beautiful place to explore. Life is slow. The air is clean.
Not really any interesting games in the last
Secrets
few.
are kept.
This
But
one looks
should I
like it
stop
could
looking for answers?
somewhat be promising.
We call it a modern point-and-click game. It feels like one of the classic of the 90s that we know and love. But the key difference is that you don't hold objects in your inventory. What you have instead are thoughts and concepts and ideas, like a detective pinboard, and you have to connect them with the world around you or mention them in conversations in order to progress.
Interesting.
The game's been in
Interessante.
development for 7 years now. We're a small team of 3, and one of the biggest challenges was trying to crack the art style, which is a combination of 3D and traditional 2D hand-drawn animation and illustration.
Yeah, it's definitely 3D models. So I don't know. It looks like it's just a mask over a 3D
incredibly lucky to be
model or
able to take
something.
the game on the road. Places like
just my
South by
opinion.
Southwest Sydney, the London Games Festival, or IndieX in
It looks like
Lisbon,
it's
where it
made
won the
to have
award
been
for Best
hand-drawn,
Art
or
Direction.
made to look like it's been
But really,
hand-drawn.
what we saw, the value of these events like Day of the Devs, it's not just being able to get the games in front of players, but really connect with other developers, especially in small teams, who might be facing the same challenges you do.
I will never stop looking for answers.
The game is set to release on September the 16th, 2024 on Steam, so you know what to do. And in the meantime, on behalf of the whole team, thanks again to Day of the Devs, and we really can't wait to welcome you all into this little world that we created for you.
Road 96, Lost in Harmony, 1111, Memories Retold. Developer Digix Art out of France has had a pretty prolific run, and we're so very proud to world premiere their very next game. Spoiler alert, it has a lot of water.
Because it's water-based?
Hi everyone, we are Audition Ayub from Jigsaws.
Here is the project that we've been working on for the past 3 years since Road 96.
We are really excited to present to you our new game, Lives of Tomorrow.
So get ready to be surprised and enjoy the show.
Ooh.
Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend. Best place to... Wait, you look familiar. Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend. I'll introduce you to
Time loop game?
this amazing place. You okay? You're not gonna die, right?
You'll learn what it costs to steal from Obin.
I hope it's the right one.
They have the same clothes.
Wait, that's not the thief. But it was your friend who did it, right? I made the mistake. You want to talk to me? Get on your knees first. Bastard! You won't get away with it! Your friend escaped with my Ozen. And now, you'll pay for it.
It might not be time loop. It might be like he can see what his friends went through. Friends shape your story. Ides of Tomorrow. That looks like a game that might be worth checking out.
With
Looks
Day of
really
the
cool.
Devs, our mission has always been to celebrate the creativity, diversity, and magic of video games.
We strive to give a voice to emerging and underrepresented talent and to connect players with developers and their games.
For more than 10 years, we've featured hundreds and hundreds of games at in-person events, and our digital showcase have been watched by tens of millions of fans globally.
Better yet, it's all been completely free. Free admission for attendees, free to watch our streams, and free for developers to participate.
It's common for developers to pay many thousands of dollars to be involved in other showcases and events.
But Day of the Devs has never charged developers to participate, and we never will.
This is only possible due to sponsorships and charitable contributions from people like you.
We want to continue doing Day of the Devs forever, but we're not going to lie, these events and shows cost a lot, and fundraising is hard.
We're so enormously grateful to everyone who has supported us all these years, but for Day of the Devs to continue, we're going to need ongoing support.
So please, if you love discovering new games and supporting emerging developers,
if you would like for us to keep on shining the spotlight on creators,
and especially if you are in a leadership position at a studio, publisher, or platform,
and have budgets that you can tap into,
then please consider donating to Day of the Devs.
Without your donations, without your sponsorship,
without your help, none of this can continue.
And remember, we're an official 501c3 nonprofit organization.
So all contributions are tax deductible.
To find out more and make a donation, head on over to dayofthedevs.com
or email sponsorships@dayofthedevs.org.
Thank you so much for your continued support.
Well, you heard them. I agree. I think small developers are super important, especially when we can see major developers not doing anything interesting. And also screwing over their employees constantly. I think small developers, small teams of people, indie developers, making the games they want to make and the games we end up wanting to play is an overall net benefit. I think it's a good thing. And I guess if you have extra money, maybe throw a little bit their way.
Egg, Glum, Idea Xbox,
it seems pretty cool.
Maximum Games, Netflix Games, Nighthawk Interactive.
I don't know how Netflix
Propaganda,
Games is considered an indie dev.
Studio MDHR.
That's kind of
Summer
ridiculous
Game
to me.
UFO 50, Exola, Blumhouse Games.
I don't
Thank you
care
so much for your continued support.
if Netflix is like, yeah, we only give them this X dollar amount.
Dose
They have the
One
ability
for
to give them
providing
more. They also
beats,
have
interludes, musical
infinite
poetry,
advertising potential.
Yet again, for
So
Day
it's
of the
just
Devs.
unfair.
We could not make this show as bombastic and cool and vibey.
Maybe I'm wrong.
without
Maybe
your stuff,
I'm
man.
just totally in the wrong.
You're a
But
genius. Check out his stuff. Dose One. If you love this program and you want to support us,
Seems
sign
like
up
they're
for our email blast
scamozzying
at
their way into,
dayofthedevs.org. We do lots of events and showcases
actual
throughout the
indie
year, and that's the first
people.
place to find out about stuff. Stay tuned after this program for a pretty awesome musical performance. You don't want to miss it.
Looks like that's
Double
it today.
fine.
Well,
Tim
thank you so
Schafer.
much for watching. Thank you, Jeff Keighley, for having us. Thank you for the developers for making these amazing games. Thank you to the curation committee for finding them. Thank you to all the sponsors who help make Day That Is possible. And most of all, thank you to you for sticking around to check out these games. Have a great day, and thanks for watching Day of the Dead Summer Games Fest Edition.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
That was fun. Yeah, I gotta say, I think from the non-indie side, Hyper Light Breaker looks great. And then also Skate looks like it's gonna be fun to play. But the Hyper Light Breaker is one that I'm really interested in. From the indie side, there's actually plenty of games that looks really good. Battle Vision Network, the Auto Battler. I'm gonna try that one out. Karen, the survival climber one, that one looks interesting. Almost like a puzzle game, just on a different verticality than you normally see. Karma, the Dark Void looked crazy. That was like a mind-breaking horror game. Fear the Spotlight, I mean that one also is like a mind-breaking horror game. Zoocosis, that one also is like a mind-breaking horror game. A lot of horror games in the indie scene, but yeah, I think there's overall from these game announcements, it seemed pretty mid, but it seemed like there's probably some diamonds in the rough here. Anyways, thank you for watching. I know it was a short stream. Hopefully Busy here is streaming tomorrow, but I will not be. But yeah, anyways, have a good day. Thanks for tuning in.